So you do have an input variable called ransom node, which has a string, and a magazine variable which is another string. So you have to check if the ransom node can be constructed using the words from the magazine. In this case, it's false because ransom node has an A and magazine has a letter B, and basically cannot construct the word A from word B. So take a look at the example number 2. Ransom node is AA, magazine is AB. Again, you cannot construct it because you're missing a letter A here in the magazine, because you need 2 A's. If you look at example number 3, this is true because ransom node AA can be constructed with AAB. This is basically similar to the anagram problem. If we solved the anagram before, I think I have a lesson on this, how to solve the anagram in LeetCode. This is more like easier version of the anagram where you don't have to specifically check the length. You just have to check if all of these letters is inside the magazine letters. And the way to solve this is using a HashMap. HashMap is a data structure with a key and a value, where you have a key and a value where you can look up a certain value using a particular key. So in this case, for example, ransom node AA and magazine AB, what I'm gonna do is store magazine letters inside the HashMap. So this magazine, you store A, you store B. Every time you see an A, you do a count, right? So in this case, you have 2A, and then there's 1B. So yeah, so you store it in the HashMap. And then what you're gonna do is iterate the ransom node, check all the characters here. If it's in the magazine, and all of them is in the magazine. Let's say you finish all of this while iterating these characters, and it didn't like you don't get a less than 0 value, because you can just subtract it right from the HashMap. Like every time you see an A minus 1, so this becomes 1, and then you see another letter A, it becomes 1, 0. So if there's 3A here, then it will become -1, and this will result into a false. Right, for example, this one, AA and AB. You do have only 1, but you have 2A, this will result to a -1. So yeah, that's how you do this easily. Okay, look at the constraint. Ransom node magazine consists of lowercase letters, okay? Yeah. So let's do this by basically storing the magazine first in the map. So you can do a loop through each of the character in the magazine. I think in Golang, when you loop through it, it's gonna be a byte. So you need to create a map. Just call your map HM. The key in the map is a byte, because when you loop a string in Golang, the value is a byte. So you do have a int here. So you store the key, the character, which is C here, and then ++. Now what we're gonna do is do another loop in the ransom node. C minus, and then we can do a check here. If HM is less than 0, you basically return false here, else return true. So we're just gonna see if the characters in ransom node fits the magazine. Right. So let's try to run it, see if this works. Yeah, C is a root, so you should need to make this a root. If HM, check the length of the HashMap. Actually, HMC. So this is how you solve this problem. The time complexity is O of n, because you do have a linear, you're scanning where n is the well, it's actually who's bigger between the who's bigger between magazine and ransom node. So it's possible there's a magazine open size of the magazine, and the time complexity is the space complexity is the number of characters, which is at most is constant. I would say it's constant because you only have 26 characters in the map. Yeah, fix. Yeah. So this is how you solve this problem. So if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe, and yeah, we will see you again in the next episode of this LeetCoding. Thank you for watching.